Big 12 meet's always real important. We don't go into any meet talking a whole lot about winning. We just, the whole season, spend time talking about what it takes to get better. Because it doesn't matter what part of life you play in this country. If you're getting better at something, you will be beating people that used to beat you, or moving forward in whatever you want to do. So my whole philosophy, and hopefully the team's, is let's just get better. And the conference is a great showplace. It's at our pool. Competition is getting better every year from TCU in West Virginia. I would like it to be even better, but a lot of times we provide our own competition. We'll have 3 or 4 guys in the event, and everybody's trying to make NCAAs.
Any questions, guys?
So you don't look at it like a tune-up, like Carol was talking about?
What?
You don't look at the Big 12 as a tune-up when you're just
Well, it's,
you and 2 other teams?
in a sense, it is a tune-up because you find out where you are.
Yeah.
And swimming is, one, it's way too hard. And it's hard to realize why they do it. Nobody in their right mind picks to be a swimmer. It picks them. And it definitely picks special people. And we look at it as, because we've gone like 10 weeks with meets along the way that are important, but nothing that we have found out how good we are. And this is a first step in doing that. And from this point, we'll adjust as I see how good they are when we head into the NCAAs.
So you're saying you don't know how good you are? Is that what you just said?
We've got a lot of people that are going to go way faster
Yeah.
than I know.
Are you as good as last year when you were runner-up?
We're probably stronger than last year in a lot of places, weaker in a couple places.
Or are you stronger?
500 free, 200 free, mile, 200 breaststroke, 200, 400 IM, and could end up being real strong in 200 fly. So you got to be strong in a lot of events in NCAAs.
Carol said it was fun to be runner-up. I don't think you use that philosophy, do you?
If you're not expected to be there, it's fun to be runner-up.
Yeah, but you
So
always are.
we don't aim to win. I've never wanted to be an Olympic coach, never cared about winning an NCAAs. My passion is get them to be better. And our sport, it's easy to see because it's all electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the gun, the clock starts. Touch the pad at the end of the race, it stops. And back in the old days,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad used to time, and you were way better with them on your lane. I remember in NCAAs at Ohio State, where a guy from Denver won by this much. Second place was a guy from Ohio State, but his dad had him, I think the Denver guy was like 2025 on his, wasn't electronic back then. It was human. And the Ohio State guy was 2028 on 2 watches out of 3, 2008 on his dad's watch. And they averaged him.
So there's not as many
So he
dads
won.
doing that anymore?
I haven't gotten over that, and I wasn't even involved in the race. But I'm so glad we are so towards the scientific side and the pure side.
Is Carson your best swimmer?
Who?
Carson?
Carson he's like top 5 in the country in like 10 events. He's a personification of whatever the challenge is. He is not just going to accept it, do it. He's going to overdo it.
How's he improved?
And those guys, I like those guys. They make me look way better than I am.
What events has he improved on the most?
He's mainly an individual medley swimmer. He got second in the world championships this past summer in both those events.
Talk about some of your new swimmers, some of your young.
Well, that's the key. We've got a very good, but for the most part, beginner freshman group. And those are the ones I expect to see. The time drops that if they were going this fast at home, mom and dad would go out and buy them a car. Now, I'm not going to do that, but I want mom and dad to do that.
You got any NIL swimmers?
Few.
Yeah?
We're actually pretty good at that.
Really?
I stay away from that stuff.
Who's your best NIL guy?
Probably Carson.
What's he worth?
I don't have a clue. I don't ever want to
Does
know.
he have a nice ride?
I think I'm his model for that. If
Okay.
it gets you to and from the pool with 100% consistency and keeps you dry or warm when you should be, it's all that matters.
How would you compare football NIL money to swimming NIL money?
They're way behind us.
They're trying to keep
Hey,
up, right?
I just seen if you guys were listening. Actually, NIL is a monster out there. And I worry about it the next 5 to 8 years.
Is it something
What's
that,
it gonna do? What's the effect it's gonna have?
I don't know, but
Coaches hate it?
I'm worried about it.
do your kids, do the athletes talk to you about NIL? Do they try to bring it up to you at all?
If they talk to me about different sponsors, like bathing suit sponsors are the number one thing with us. And we know that there's a suit out there that is best for male swimmers. And we use that suit. And if they go to a different suit, then they can still wear that. But you don't want to just sign something for money. That's where the mistakes can be made.
So how many of your swimmers wear different suits? You have like 3 or 4 or 5 different colors?
3 or 4 is all.
3 or 4? What kind of money are we talking about?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah. Do you have an NIL deal?
Some of them are based on performance.
Yeah, right.
And the better you are, you get money for
Yeah.
signing a suit contract.
Does anybody have a funny NIL deal or anything? Is that weird company?
Coaches sign with suit companies. I was with a suit company for years and we quit using their suit. I told them, got to quit paying me. I felt bad.
Yeah,
We're not using your suit.
yeah.
They agreed to do that.
Does anybody have a NIL with Chick-fil-A or anything that you sponge off of?
I would like that.
That would be nice.
I'll put that out
You
there.
should, you're the coach. So, what is your opinion on the whole SEC? And, you know, I assume you're looking forward to 10 or 20 years of coaching in that league, right?
Well, the SEC is pretty much the dominant force in many, many sports. And competition always makes you better. I look forward to that.
Do you think it's abrasive like Flo said?
Say again?
He said it's very abrasively competitive in the SEC. Has that been your sense, competing with SEC teams?
No, but they just had the SEC championship at A&M, and swimmers know everybody. They get along with everybody, and we've gone beyond the era where you hate the other team. You're all on national teams together. You go to camps together. You just don't talk about that. Don't do that. Carol used the word culture a lot. All culture is, it used to be team chemistry. And in 10 years, they're going to say, our team really cares about each other. That's all culture is. That's the name of the game.
So you're saying swimming is different from other sports as far as
Culture, no,
how angry it gets or abrasive?
Well, if you look at the kids at the end of the game, they know everybody in football
Yeah.
on the other team. They're hugging each other and congratulations.
You still see
but
the horns down though, you see that.
that happened. We had a rival do that maybe 40 years ago. I told my team then, I said, that's all they've got. We go to a great school. We live in Austin, Texas. Those other people, they have none of that. And the only reason they do horns down, we try to be good at everything. And we are good at everything. Last 2 years, we have been obnoxiously good. We've been at a level, if somebody had told me we could do that, I'd have bet my house and my car on that. And I can't bet. I'd have taken a chance.
You betted on not doing it?
Over 50% of the teams were first or second. Cannot be done.
Did you take any abuse for being second since 4 teams won national championship?
Nope,
No?
nope.
You just showed them your rings, right?
A couple more?
Was that
Everybody kids,
rival?
but not really. I mean, like tennis just won. The text that goes on between head coaches for everybody's success is it will raise your level of just how you feel about people. They just do a phenomenal job, always encouraging.
Could you name 1 or 2 people that you're really excited about that really come on athletically, competitively the last month or so that, boy, look out, and the NCAA's come around?
We've got a guy named David Johnston
Right.
who, when COVID started in mid-March till mid-August in a 1-lane pool, 25 yards in somebody's backyard, no coach, he went 80,000 yards a week from March to August. Now, most of you don't know what that is. but that's about 30,000 more a week than most swimmers go. So in 8, or let's say 10 workouts, he's going 3,000 more workout. Nobody has ever done that. He works hard at everything. He got top 8 in 3 events last year as a sophomore. He's picked to win the mile this year, and he could. He is just, he keeps us going.
Is he
Then
the
we
hardest-
got a
Is he the hardest worker you've ever had? Regimen?
intensity depends on your event, but he has come further in his events than probably anybody in the country since he's come to college.
Can he be an Olympian?
Remains to be seen, but that's part of the equation.
Or
Then we got this guy named Luke Hobson,
Right.
came in as a freshman from
Nevada?
Nevada, and they don't have water there. And he came in, broke Michael Phelps' national age group record in the 500 freestyle by 4 seconds. And he got top 8, the 500 and the 200 last year. And he's going to sail this year. Those guys will be good at conference.
He's, what do you mean no water in Nevada? How did he
It's a
practice?
desert.
I heard.
Please don't quote me.
Is his high school? Too late.
Somebody may know where there's a fountain somewhere.
Did he not have a high school team?
Yeah, he did have a high school
Did he swim
team.
in the bathtub? What did he do?
You may be able to swim in your bathtub, but
Hey, Eddie, before we go with Red McComb's passing today, I just wanted to get your thoughts on any interactions you may have had with him in the past, and just overall, just what he's meant to this university and to this athletic department.
I was speaking to a group one time and hadn't really met him. And I finished talking, and he said one of the nicest things to me that definitely any of you guys have ever said, but almost anybody said to me, and it was after my talk and everything. And he's done amazing things for his family and for the UT family. He'll definitely be missed.
What did he tell you?
I don't know if I want to share that.
Yeah, you do. You
That's
know
a
you do.
little
You know you do.
teary and soapy, soft soapy.
We like Sophie.
He just said that, remember, it's the end of the talk. He said, after that talk, I can understand how you've been so successful year in, year out. And that was really powerful to me.
Okay.
So I just try to get better every year.